My name's Arlene, and this is my story. So I grew up in a religious home, but my relationship with Christ wasn't how it was now. So I've always known Christ, but when I moved to LA is when I was led astray. Crazy partying and alcohol was a big factor, and it just wasn't the life that I should have been living. It's like the whole time I knew there was a void, and I knew that I had to fill it up with God, because that's the void I was missing. I ended up venturing off on the wrong path. I think my accident would be my turning point. We hit a barrier off the freeway and we hit straight down 40 feet down. I was ejected out of the car and the car ended up bursting in flames. I fractured my sternum and ended up leading to the fracture of my left clavicle. I ended up fracturing 2 ribs. I had internal bleeding in my liver. My spleen and my kidney were bruised, and I ended up having a completely T5 shattered, a slight T6 fracture, and a C1, C2, C5, C6, and a C7 fracture. I didn't know that I was slowly being left paralyzed. There's no way of me surviving that. The fact that I ended up getting movement in my legs and I was able to move my arms and I was talking right and breathing on my own after 2 weeks, it is a miracle. I ended up being transferred from Long Beach Memorial Hospital into a rehabilitation center. I couldn't do much but sit in my bed, and so I would pray. I was just asking God, let me leave this earth, but take me with you. I'm all up for it because I don't know if I'm gonna survive. At that moment, the next couple of days, I had my surgeries from my T3 all the way to my T8. The whole level of my thoracic back is filled with 2 metal bars. It's not painful tears, it's more to sit here and be able to tell you this is actually, to just sit here and tell my story is pretty amazing, and because of everything, when you think about it, I shouldn't be alive, but I am, because God has a plan for me, and I didn't know that He had a plan for me before my accident. I think of my accident as a blessing, as a stepping stone blessing to help me put things into perspective for me, to make me realize not to take life for granted, and you can be gone in a short second, you don't even know it. No, people shouldn't give up at all. You have to go through that dark tunnel and the dark phases, but there's light, and that light is God, and He'll burst in and just take you by the hand. I know He's there because His love endures.